In a previous video, seen in Business 101, we discussed the major highlights of business resources. And if we go to the subject and research guides from the front page of the library, and then we pick the business option on the left column, we end up with the page designed specifically for business people. What you can remember is that your research specialist is on the right side here. On the left top corner are some of the basic ways to get into information by the type of information you want. The key tools are listed along the column on the left, and we focus specifically on finding information within these by the type of information you're looking for. And so if you're looking for news, we send you to the right source for that. If you're looking for financial data, the right source for that. So the most important thing to remember about that is that expert opinions are found in a couple of main databases. So let's go to the by type, and we'll say expert opinions found in journals are found in Academic Search Complete, Business Source Complete for more depth of coverage, and Scopus for finding links between things, for finding tracking by citations and other options. We also then talked about especially news being found in a variety of special business sources, Regional Business News and Wall Street Journal and Ethnic News Watch to cover perspectives from alternative approaches. Now what we're going to do is go back and talk in a little bit more detail about some of the other in-depth tools that we have. So one of the first things we're going to talk about is if what you're looking for is company information, 10K reports, which are annual reports, 8K, which are major changes and things during the course of a year, financial information about the company, news and legal information about the company. There are a couple of tools that we have that are going to help you. And if you look on the help and tutorials column, one of the very first things here is business information introduction. So if we go here, we'll find a page that says, if you're looking for company information, you can find financials for the company in Standard & Poor's Net Advantage. If it's a private company, we have a lot more of them in the PrivCo database. If you're looking for more company information, you can search that company's name in Business Source Complete and find information about the company in journal articles along the way. Okay, so that's one way to get back to information. So we'll go to the subject and research guides, business page, and basic information about companies is here. But then more depth of company information, we go to the company information link. And here what we get is a lot more. This one talks about the Standard & Poor's Net Advantage having the majority of information about companies that we have, their financials, their officers, company news, industry evaluations, industry norms. So you can go to Standard & Poor's to find a great deal of information about most public companies. Again, PrivCo is the one that covers financial information for private companies. A lot of in-depth information from private companies, although Standard & Poor's also has 100,000 private companies. The other major thing is within LexisNexis, which is legal and business news, you may find out information about companies where they stand in recent activities. Another area that we're talking about is SWOT analysis. Again, you can find SWOT analysis for a company or an industry by going into Business Source Complete and then putting SWOT analysis as the publication type on the first search screen. Or just type in the word SWOT also, and you'll find those kinds of things. If you go to Standard & Poor's Net Advantage, after you choose your company, there's an Analyze, and that will give you that information as well. For financial information, again, Standard & Poor's is going to give you a great deal of information, not only about the company, but you can find a quick set of peers, peers by size, peers by normalized information as well, so you can compare large and small companies. So Net Advantage has a lot of information that lets you do comparisons and even chart them if you'd like to. SEC filings, while they're found in Net Advantage, they're also in the SEC filings database itself, which is a free service called Edgar. You can find information there. If you're unfamiliar with 10Ks and 8Ks and how to read them, we have a link here that will give you that information as well. If you're looking for industry profiles and surveys, the best tool we have is going to be Standard & Poor's Net Advantage. You can actually go to the industry tab, put in the industry, and it will give you evaluations created by professionals of that industry, where it stands, what it's looked like in the past, what its future projections are, what the key business ratios are, and that kind of information as well. So there are a variety of tools that we have that will get you more information based upon the type of information you're looking for. One thing we do not have in great detail are case studies. If you're looking for case studies, let's go back and go to the business page one more time. We have a link here that talks about business case studies, and what it says is that within Business Source Complete you will find some by going to the name of the company you're looking for and then adding the keywords case study. But by no means do we have even close to a complete collection. We do not buy the Harvard Business School cases, which are very expensive. But you can find some examples. You can go to Harvard and you can actually purchase them if you need them that way yourself. There are a couple of other example case study databases here that you might want to look at. Finally, there are other tools that we highlight. If you're looking for diversity in organizations or organizational behavior information, which are major tools, then what we do is we just break those down and say, in the area of diversity, articles will be found in these specific databases, and give you some examples of how to do best practice searches. Professional journals, we even give you a little list of some of them, but you can knock it down to just trade publications as opposed to academic journals, and you'll find information that the executives read themselves along the way. So there's information there. The other one is organizational behavior, the same approach. You'll get information not just from journals, but from other types of information. We give you information about the companies, about newspapers that might be useful. We give you a list of how to get practitioner business journals by limiting it, again, to certain types of trade publications. So depending on what you're looking for, there are major tools to use, and the help screen gives you a little bit more information, but obviously we can't cover all of these tools in great detail, so your best bet then is to go to the librarian, who can give you a little bit more personalized information about the best places to go. One other tool we should mention is Simply Analytics. If you're looking for credit card buying behavior or census data, basic demographics, that will be a place where you can actually find raw data as well. If that's the kind of thing you're interested in either charting or working with, contact the librarian for more information on how to use that tool.